Well, it's been an interesting day here in South Africa ahead of Saturday's first test between Ireland and the world champion Springboks, who've named their team for the big game at Loftus Versfeld. It's pretty much a long expected alliance. Probably the big surprise maybe is that Quagga Smith, who came off the bench, such great effect in the World Cup campaign, starts at number 8 ahead of Evan Roos. Otherwise, Rassie Erasmus, well, he's gone with a 6-2 split. He has gone with a very established team. 20 of the 23 players were part of the team that lifted the World Cup back in October. Like, for all that, people thinking maybe that this might be a little bit about development, both teams, I think, we're going to see very familiar, very established sides when they go to battle on Saturday. Ireland, well, they trained in the St. Peter's College here in Johannesburg a little bit earlier on. I went along, watched the first couple of minutes of training before really anything interesting happened. Fairly heavy security around the place to make sure there was no spying. Rassie Erasmus, of course, had a go at naming the Irish team on social media last Saturday. We'll see on Thursday whether he's right. Certainly, they're saying that everyone was fit and available, that Paul O'Connell was in doing media, and he spoke, Calvin Nash spoke, Tyg Byrne spoke, and you'll see pieces from them and video from them across the Irish Independent website in the coming days. But certainly a fairly cautiously optimistic vibe, I'd say, from them. They know this is a massive task. Going to Loftus Versfeld, such a difficult venue, away from home against the world champions, it's not going to be easy, but they see it as an opportunity. They see it as something on par with winning the series in New Zealand 2 years ago. And at the end of this longest season, they're trying to get excited about that, trying to frame it as one last kind of Everest to climb before they can sign off for their summer holidays. I'm in Nelson Mandela Square here in Sandton, just near Johannesburg, where Ireland are staying. South Africa earlier, they were up the road in Pretoria, and Rassie Erasmus was doing media, himself and Eben Etzebeth, and they did nothing to kind of cool the fires that have been burning between these two teams. Ireland, much different approach. They're trying to keep things on an even keel, try and play everything with a straight bat, but Etzebeth was backing up what he said about Ireland, saying see in the final after the pool game last September, October, whenever that was. Erasmus, he had a couple of, he was laughing and joking about Johnny Sexton, about he was referring to Craig Casey as the little scrum half. He was talking about Jacques Nienaber, giving him all the information on the phone every night. All kind of half joking, whole in earnest, I think, but a lot of good stuff coming out of there. Like, the Springboks are really up for this. You can tell that this is the be all and end all for them now. Having lost 3 times to Ireland in recent years, they're determined to get one back, and it's just added plenty of spice ahead of what should be a huge game this weekend.